Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving headfirst into AI and Web3, bringing you all the latest developments that are shaping the future of tech.
It's a fast-moving landscape for sure.
It really is. We've got a lot to unpack today, from AI-powered trading to the latest in smart contract security to the always evolving world of decentralized finance. And of course, we can't forget about the blockchain games making waves.
Always something new popping up there.
Absolutely. So let's jump right in with some breaking news in the AI world. DeepSeek, a Chinese company, has just released its open-source AI model, R1, and it's causing quite a stir.
Yeah, this is a big one. Open sourcing a model as sophisticated as R1 could really shake things up.
Could you explain why that is for our listeners who might not be as familiar with the technical side of things?
Sure, so imagine a world where any developer or researcher, regardless of their resources, can access and use cutting-edge AI technology. That's what DeepSeek is doing with R1. It's like opening up the playbook and saying, hey, everyone, let's collaborate and push the boundaries of AI together.
That sounds amazing in terms of driving innovation. But are there any concerns about making such powerful AI technologies so widely available?
Of course, there are always risks to consider. The potential for misuse is a valid concern, and it's something that needs to be addressed proactively through ethical guidelines and responsible development practices within the AI community.
It's that double-edged sword, isn't it?
Yes.
Incredible potential for good, but also the possibility of being used for less than noble purposes.
Absolutely. It's a conversation we need to keep having as AI continues to evolve.
Definitely. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about AI investment. It's interesting to note that despite DeepSeek's move, the U.S. still maintains its dominant position in AI funding.
The U.S. has consistently been at the forefront of AI research and development, and it continues to pour resources into this field. It's a clear indication that the U.S. sees AI as a strategically important area, and it's not backing down from the global competition.
It's almost like a modern-day space race, but with algorithms and data instead of rockets and satellites.
I like that analogy.
And speaking of competition, there's a German AI startup called Prior Labs that just secured a hefty $9 million in funding. They're developing AI-powered tools for data analysis, which is a hot area right now.
Extracting meaningful insights from data is becoming increasingly crucial across pretty much every sector you can think of, from finance to healthcare to marketing. Prior Labs' success in attracting funding just goes to show the growing confidence investors have in AI's ability to revolutionize how we analyze data and make decisions.
It seems like every day there's a new AI application emerging. It's incredible to witness the speed of innovation. Now let's move on to another area where AI is playing a crucial role. Web3 Security Nextdoor, a company that focuses on AI-powered security solutions, just secured $1 million to develop a platform specifically for auditing and enhancing smart contract security.
Smart contracts are essential for many decentralized applications, but they're not immune to vulnerabilities, and a single flaw in the code can have huge consequences.
So Nextdoor is using AI to essentially create a super-powered security system for smart contracts.
That's a good way to put it. They're leveraging AI's ability to analyze massive amounts of code and identify patterns that might indicate security flaws. It's a proactive approach to identifying and mitigating risks before they can be exploited.
That's critical, especially as we see more and more industries dipping their toes into Web3 waters. So how does this AI-powered security system actually work?
Nextdoor's platform uses machine learning algorithms to scan smart contract code for potential vulnerabilities. It's like having an army of digital detectives meticulously combing through every line of code looking for anything suspicious.
That's reassuring, especially with so much at stake in the Web3 world. Speaking of high stakes, let's dive into decentralized finance, or DeFi. Chainlink, which is a major player in providing Oracle services for blockchains, just released its Q4 2024 report, and it's packed with insights into DeFi yields.
This report is a must-read for anyone who's interested in understanding the evolving landscape of decentralized finance. It provides a data-driven perspective on the performance of various DeFi protocols and offers a valuable benchmark for assessing the health of the DeFi lending market as a whole.
So for someone who's already familiar with the basics of DeFi, what specific takeaways should they be looking for in this report?
I'd say pay close attention to their analysis of trends in DeFi yields and the factors driving those trends. Also keep an eye out for any predictions about the future direction of the DeFi lending market.
Sounds like this report can help both seasoned and novice investors alike navigate the sometimes turbulent waters of DeFi.
Absolutely. Data is power, and Chainlink's report provides a wealth of valuable information. Now, shifting our focus, let's talk about the Polkadot ecosystem, which is always buzzing with activity. The Web3 Foundation, the organization behind the Polkadot blockchain, has awarded a grant to Sunset Labs, a Brazilian organization that's dedicated to expanding Polkadot's presence in Brazil. This is a really interesting development. It highlights the global nature of the Web3 movement and shows how organizations like Sunset Labs are playing a crucial role in bridging the gap between blockchain technology and broader adoption in different regions of the world.
Brazil is a huge market with a lot of potential for Web3. So what strategies is Sunset Labs using to foster that adoption?
They're taking a multi-pronged approach, focusing on consulting research and education. They're working with businesses and organizations to explore the potential applications of Polkadot's technology, conducting research into innovative use cases, and offering educational programs to train developers and nurture a thriving Web3 community.
It's like they're planting the seeds for Web3 to flourish in Brazil. That's amazing. Now let's talk about a significant leadership change that's happening closer to home. The Web3 Foundation itself has seen a transition at the top. Fabian Gumpf has stepped down as CEO and moved to a council member role.
Leadership changes are always noteworthy as they often signal shifts in strategic direction. It'll be interesting to see how the foundation evolves under the guidance of the new interim CEO, Thomas Fecker-Boxler, and the interim Chief Ecosystem Officer, Angie McGuire.
They both have impressive track records, so it'll be fascinating to see what they bring to the table. Now let's lighten the mood a bit and talk about something fun, blockchain gaming. A new game called Meme Bomber is creating a lot of buzz with its unique gameplay and deflationary mechanics.
This is a prime example of the innovation happening in the blockchain gaming space. It's not just about creating fun and engaging games, it's about integrating the principles of cryptocurrency and tokenomics to create new and exciting gaming experiences.
So how do those deflationary mechanics work and why are they making such a splash?
Deflationary mechanics essentially mean that the supply of in-game assets decreases over time. This creates a sense of scarcity and can potentially increase the value of those assets. Players are incentivized to hold on to these assets knowing that they might become more valuable in the future. It's a fascinating twist on traditional gaming economics.
It's like a virtual treasure hunt, where the
Oh,
treasures become rarer and more valuable over time.
Exactly. It adds a whole new dimension to the gaming experience.
And speaking of blending trends, there's a new crypto project called Mind of Pepe that's making waves by combining AI and meme culture. They've already raised over $5 million in pre-sale funding.
This just goes to show the power of community and the convergence of trends in the crypto space. Memes are more than just jokes online. They're becoming powerful tools for building communities and driving engagement.
It's like the memification of finance. It's wild. Now let's zoom out a bit and look at some broader industry trends. The telecom sector is experiencing rapid growth, particularly in the telecom towers market. This is being fueled by the increasing demand for 5G and the need for robust infrastructure to support it.
5G is a game changer, and it's requiring a massive investment in infrastructure. Telecom towers are essential for delivering the speeds and capacity that 5G promises. And as more people and devices connect to the network, the demand for towers will only continue to grow.
It's like we're building the digital highways of the future to handle all that data.
Exactly. And it's not just terrestrial networks that are expanding. The satellite communications market is also projected to see significant growth between 2025 and 2032.
So what's driving that growth in satellite communications?
Multiple factors are contributing. The increasing demand for global coverage, especially in remote areas where terrestrial infrastructure is limited, is a major driver. The rise of the Internet of Things with billions of connected devices is also creating a need for ubiquitous connectivity, which satellite communication can provide.
It's amazing how technology is constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Now, let's not forget about the software solutions that are transforming various industries. We're seeing a surge in demand for software across the board, from student housing software and stolen vehicle tracking software to commercial loan, software ID scanning software, and virtual fitness apps.
Software is eating the world, as they say. It's becoming an indispensable tool for businesses and individuals alike, and it's driving innovation across a wide range of sectors.
It's like software is the invisible thread that connects everything in our increasingly digital world.
That's a great way to put it. And last but not least, let's talk about decentralized perpetual exchanges, or perpetual DXs for short. These are gaining traction in the cryptocurrency trading landscape as they offer traders a new way to engage with the market.
So how do these perpetual DX work, and what makes them different from traditional exchanges?
Perpetual DXs operate on decentralized blockchain networks, which means there's no central authority controlling them. They allow traders to hold positions indefinitely without expiration dates, and they offer leverage, which means traders can amplify their potential profits or losses.
Sounds like a high-stakes game for experienced traders.
It can be, but it offers a level of flexibility and control that traditional exchanges don't match. Perpetual DXs are definitely a trend to watch in the evolving world of crypto trading.
It seems like every corner of the tech and finance worlds is buzzing with innovation and disruption. It's an exciting time to be following these developments.
I completely agree. We're living through a period of rapid technological advancement, and it's transforming the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us.
It's both exhilarating and a little bit daunting. It's clear that staying informed and engaged is more important than ever.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power, and the more we understand about these emerging technologies, the better equipped we'll be to navigate the future.
That's a great point to end on for this first segment of our deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground already, but we've just scratched the surface. Stay tuned for more in-depth discussions and analysis coming up after the break.
It's fascinating to see how these seemingly disparate trends are coming together. The world of finance is becoming increasingly intertwined with meme culture, and AI is playing a key role in making it all happen.
It's like a collision of worlds, the serious world of finance and the often irreverent world of memes.
And yet it seems to be, Mind of Pepe's success is a testament to that.
It's a reminder that sometimes the most innovative ideas come from unexpected places. Now let's shift gears again and talk about some broader industry trends that are catching our eye. We touched on the remarkable growth of the telecom towers market earlier. What are your thoughts on the factors driving this expansion?
Well, the global rollout of 5G networks is undoubtedly a major catalyst. 5G requires a much denser network of towers compared to previous generations of cellular technology to deliver the promised higher speeds and greater capacity.
So it's not just about upgrading existing towers, it's about building entirely new ones as well.
Precisely. And with the ever-increasing demand for mobile data and the proliferation of connected devices, the need for more towers will only continue to grow.
It's like building the digital highways of the future to accommodate all that data traffic.
That's a great analogy. And it's not just about speed and capacity either. 5G also enables a whole range of new applications and services that will further drive the demand for robust communication infrastructure.
It's exciting to think about the possibilities. And speaking of pushing boundaries, the satellite communications market is also projected to experience substantial growth in the coming years. What's fueling this trend?
One key driver is the need to connect the unconnected. There are still vast areas of the world, particularly in remote and rural regions, where terrestrial infrastructure is limited or non-existent. Satellite communication can bridge that gap, providing access to the internet and other essential services.
It's about bringing the benefits of the digital world to everyone, regardless of their location.
Precisely. And beyond connecting the unconnected, satellite communication is also playing an increasingly important role in other areas such as maritime and aviation communications, disaster relief, and even scientific research.
It's a truly global technology with the potential to impact countless aspects of our lives. Now let's turn our attention to the software solutions that are transforming various industries. We're witnessing a surge in demand for software across a wide range of sectors. What's driving this widespread adoption?
The increasing digitalization of our world is a major factor. Businesses and organizations of all sizes are recognizing the power of software to streamline operations, improve efficiency, enhance customer experiences, and gain a competitive edge.
It seems like every industry is becoming a software industry in some way.
In many ways, yes. And with the advent of cloud computing, mobile devices, and artificial intelligence software is becoming more accessible, powerful, and versatile than ever before.
So it's not just about replacing manual processes with digital ones. It's about leveraging software to do things that were simply not possible before.
Absolutely. Software is enabling us to solve complex problems, automate tasks, gain insights from data, and create entirely new products and services.
It's truly a transformative technology. And finally, let's wrap up this segment with a discussion of decentralized perpetual exchanges, or perpetual DXs. We touched on this earlier, but I'd like to delve a bit deeper into how these platforms are changing the game for cryptocurrency trading.
Perpetual DXs are essentially decentralized versions of traditional perpetual futures exchanges. They operate on blockchain networks, eliminating the need for intermediaries and allowing traders to engage directly with each other.
So it's about cutting out the middleman and giving traders more control over their assets.
Precisely. And because they're decentralized, perpetual DXs offer several advantages over traditional exchanges, such as greater transparency, security, and resistance to censorship.
But they also come with their own set of risks, right?
Of course, perpetual DXs are generally more complex than traditional exchanges, and they often involve leverage, which can amplify both profits and losses. It's important for traders to understand the risks involved before diving in.
So these platforms are really more suited for experienced traders who are comfortable with the complexities of leverage and perpetual contracts.
That's generally the case. However, as the DeFi space continues to mature, we may see more user-friendly perpetual DXX emerge, making this type of trading more accessible to a wider audience.
It'll be interesting to see how this space evolves. Now, as we move on to the final segment of our deep dive, I want to take a moment to reflect on the incredible pace of innovation we're witnessing across the tech and finance landscapes. What are your overall thoughts on this rapid evolution?
It's both exhilarating and a bit overwhelming. The pace of change is accelerating, and it can be difficult to keep up. But it's also an incredibly exciting time to be alive. We're witnessing the birth of new technologies and the emergence of new industries. The possibilities seem limitless.
I couldn't agree more. It's a time of great opportunity, but also a time for caution. We need to approach these advancements with a critical eye, considering both their potential benefits and risks.
Absolutely. We can't simply embrace technology blindly. We need to engage in thoughtful discussions about the ethical implications of these advancements and work to ensure that technology serves humanity and not the other way around.
That's a crucial point. Technology is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. It's up to us to shape its trajectory.
I agree. We have a responsibility to guide the development and deployment of technology in a way that benefits society as a whole.
So as we delve deeper into some of the specific stories we've touched on today, let's keep that perspective in mind. Let's explore not just the what, but also the why and the how. Let's consider the implications of these advancements for individuals, for businesses, and for society as a whole.
It's crucial to remember that technology is a tool, and it's up to us to use it wisely and ethically.
So true. Now let's circle back to some of the specific stories we discussed earlier and dig a little deeper. First up, DeepSeek's open source AI model R1. What are your thoughts on the potential benefits and risks of making such powerful AI technology so widely available?
Open sourcing AI models like R1 has the potential to be a game changer. It could democratize access to cutting-edge AI tools, empowering developers, researchers, and entrepreneurs around the world to innovate and create solutions that we can't even imagine yet.
It's like unlocking a treasure chest of AI knowledge and tools and inviting everyone to explore and contribute.
Exactly. And that collaborative spirit could lead to breakthroughs in fields like healthcare education, sustainability, and countless others.
That's an exciting prospect. Yeah. But what about the potential downsides? Are there risks involved in making such powerful technology so readily accessible?
There are always risks to consider. One concern is the potential for misuse. Bad actors could exploit these open source models to develop harmful applications like autonomous weapon systems or surveillance tools that infringe on privacy.
It's a reminder that every powerful tool can be used for good or for evil. What steps can be taken to mitigate those risks?
The AI community needs to prioritize ethical guidelines and responsible development practices. This includes ensuring that AI models are trained on diverse and representative data sets, carefully evaluating their outputs for potential biases, and putting safeguards in place to prevent misuse.
So it's a collective responsibility to ensure that AI is used for the benefit of humanity.
Absolutely. It's a conversation we need to keep having as AI continues to evolve. Now let's revisit Web3 security and the importance of smart contract auditing. We discussed Nextstrobe and their AI-powered platform earlier. Why is smart contract security such a pressing issue in the Web3 space?
Smart contracts are the foundation of many decentralized applications, and any vulnerabilities in their code can have major consequences. We've seen countless examples of hacks and exploits that have resulted in significant financial losses.
It's a constant cat-and-mouse game between developers trying to build secure systems and attackers looking for ways to exploit them.
So how does Nextstrobe's platform help to address this challenge?
Their platform leverages AI to automatically analyze smart contract code, identify potential vulnerabilities, and alert developers so they can fix them before they can be exploited.
It's like having an AI-powered bodyguard for your smart contracts.
Exactly. And as the complexity of smart contracts continues to grow, tools like this will become increasingly essential for ensuring the security and reliability of the Web3 ecosystem.
Now let's talk about Chainlink's Q4 2024 report on DeFi yields. You mentioned it's a must-read for anyone involved in decentralized finance.
Wow.
What are some of the key takeaways that stood out to you?
The report highlights the continued growth and maturation of the DeFi space. We're seeing more sophisticated protocols emerge, greater institutional interest, and a growing focus on real-world asset integration.
Real-world asset integration. That sounds intriguing. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. Essentially, it means bringing traditional assets like real estate commodities and even intellectual property into the DeFi ecosystem. This could unlock trillions of dollars in liquidity and open up DeFi to a much wider range of participants.
So it's like bridging the gap between the traditional financial world and the world of decentralized finance.
Precisely. And that's a trend I expect to see continue in the coming years.
Now, moving on to the Polkadot ecosystem, we discussed the Web3 Foundation's grant to Sunset Labs in Brazil. What impact do you think this will have on the adoption of Polkadot in that region?
Sunset Labs is doing some great work in Brazil. They're focused on building awareness, fostering collaboration, and creating a supportive environment for Web3 to thrive.
It's like they're planting the seeds for a vibrant Polkadot community in Brazil.
Exactly. And I think we'll see the fruits of their labor in the years to come.
Now let's talk about the leadership transition at the Web3 Foundation. Fabian Gomp stepping down as CEO is a significant event. What are your thoughts on this change and what it might mean for the Foundation's future?
Leadership transitions are always interesting to watch. They can signal a shift in priorities or a new direction for an organization. It's too early to say for sure what impact this change will have on the Web3 Foundation, but I'm confident that the new leadership team will continue to drive the Foundation's mission of supporting the development of Polkadot and the broader Web3 ecosystem.
Now for a bit of fun, let's revisit the world of blockchain gaming. Meme Bomber, with its deflationary mechanics, caught our attention. What other innovative approaches to blockchain gaming are you seeing emerge?
We're seeing a lot of experimentation with play-to-earn models, NFTs, and the integration of DeFi elements into games. It's a dynamic and rapidly evolving space.
It's like the lines between gaming, finance, and technology are blurring.
Exactly. And that's creating some really interesting opportunities for both players and developers.
And finally, let's touch on Mind of Pepe again. It's a fascinating example of how AI and meme culture are converging in the crypto space. What are your thoughts on this trend and its potential implications?
Memes have become a powerful force in the crypto world. They can drive hype, build communities, and even influence market movements. Mind of Pepe's success shows that combining AI with meme culture can be a potent formula.
It's like the memification of finances in full swing.
In a way, yes. And I think we'll see even more creative and unexpected uses of memes in the crypto space in the future.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. From AI and Web3 to blockchain gaming and industry trends, it's been a whirlwind tour of the tech and finance landscapes. What are some key takeaways you'd like our listeners to remember?
The pace of innovation is accelerating, and it's impacting every aspect of our lives. It's crucial to stay informed, engage in critical thinking, and be prepared to adapt to a constantly changing world.
I couldn't agree more. And remember that technology is a tool. It's up to us to use it wisely and ethically to create a better future for everyone.
Well said. It's been a pleasure discussing these topics with you.
Likewise. And to all our listeners out there, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the exciting world of tech and finance. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and be sure to subscribe to The Deep Dive for more insightful discussions on the latest trends shaping our world.